Hey guys, in this video I'm going to discuss the 4 main causes of sexless marriages using data on woman infidelity compiled by a female researcher. She basically separates the relationship into stages, each of which reflects a time when a woman's feelings and wants change, and she starts to become less interested in having sex with her spouse. Women can correctly identify where they are in each of these stages, since they are distinct from one another. In order to recognize these stages when they occur and be prepared for them, men need to be aware of them. So let's get started. Women will start to feel as though something is missing from their lives in stage 1. They have a great husband, great kids, and a gorgeous house, so they have everything they could possibly desire. At this age, a lot of women start to lose interest in having sex. They shun any physical touch in order to avoid having sexual interactions with their partners. They won't share a bed with their spouses and will delay having sex by making excuses about their bodies. Like doing the housework or going to the grocery store, having sex to them is simply another chore. Some stage 1 women claim that when their spouses touch them, they feel abused. These women frequently have a bodily reaction to this, such as a constriction of the chest or a queasy feeling in the stomach. Most women who are in the first stage of this condition think that they are dysfunctional because of deep-seated character faults. Because of their lack of sexual desire, they fear that their spouses would cheat on them or, worse still, abandon them. This is where it all starts. Since the honeymoon period is over, she is now fully aware of the consequences of being in a long-term relationship. A propensity for hypergamy is beginning to become apparent. Ironically, most women don't understand why they behave in this way. They experience these things, but they don't accept responsibility for them. Stage 2 occurs when a woman's dormant passions are awakened by an event unrelated to her marriage. Women frequently place a great deal of importance on their first interactions with a new male, whether or not such interactions are sexual or simply platonic. The move is similar to the one the Titanic woman makes. Even though she has been married for a while, she still can't get over her romance with the boat guy. Many women claim to have lost interest in sexual activities at this time. There are many people who experience guilt and regret. They are doing this even though they are aware it is wrong. This is the start of what may be considered an identity crisis for the great majority of people. Every time the topic of extramarital affairs is brought up, whether in the news, with friends and family, or even at home with their spouses, they feel feelings of guilt. Women at this stage of their life feel hypocritical anytime they criticize infidelity. Although they are inclined to cheat and engage in unsafe sexual activity, society is nevertheless able to control them. Women may begin to question if their spouses genuinely deserve them when they begin to doubt their good girl reputation. As wives work to atone for previous transgressions, their levels of love and appreciation for their husbands will grow. There is a time restriction on how long she can keep up her act. So instead of feeling grateful, she would feel justified. Women specifically suffer from this. She will provide a number of justifications for her actions. She will use her dissatisfaction with the relationship as an excuse for adultery. Despite the fact that she was the one who started the fight, she has physically distanced him due to her own disinterest in sexual activities. Women are inclined to have a negative and caustic outlook. She will instead use passive strategies as she is unable to openly stir up conflict. She will unavoidably nag and dampen the spirit in the house. She will now also have an affair. The women are having affairs or considering breaking up in stage 3. A woman will experience feelings she has never experienced before if she is having an affair. They've met their soul partners and life now has greater significance for them. These women are certain they have once again discovered genuine love. The majority of the time, while knowing that cheating is wrong and unjust to their spouses, they nonetheless do it. Before they actually meet, they will agree that this is the last time they will see their beloved. They are also known for abandoning their decisions. Women in stage 3 of an extramarital affair frequently conclude that their partners are soul mates after realizing they are addicted to the high caused by the chemicals released during the wooing period. Many people's lives are always uncertain. Should I keep my marriage? Perhaps I should just file for divorce. Women in the 3rd stage are continuously curious about this. Husbands of women in stage 3 frequently make efforts, such as raising their level of attention, staying at home more frequently, and doing more housework. in an effort to keep their wives happy, despite the fact that women still voice complaints now as they did in the past. Spending more time with their spouses is the very last thing that stage 3 women want. Many women decide to give up their need for separation because they value their uniqueness. They convince their spouses that spending some time apart is the only way things can get better, and their husbands agree. At this stage in their lives, most women yearn to spend less time with their spouses and more time with their partners. The majority of people think that their confusion will pass eventually. They anticipate making a definitive decision on whether or not to divorce and start dating other people, or whether to stay married. These women may enjoy the romance of their relationships without jeopardizing the security of their marriages by divorcing. Many spouses of women in stage 3 are unaware that their wives are cheating. Most of the time, guys have no suspicions since they believe their wives are not sexually interested and because they trust her. Women frequently prioritize nothing more at this point in their lives than starting a new relationship that would satisfy them emotionally. It's like beginning over when you start dating someone new. They have the opportunity to resume being good girls now. Some women begin their search for a new relationship after a breakup. While some people will return physically to their partners, they won't do so emotionally. One of the most prevalent myths is that wives who believe their husbands are losing interest in them due to adultery or divorce procedures would thereafter experience a resurgence of sexual desire. This is rather unsettling. In the 4th stage, women might choose to dissolve their union or keep it going while engaging in extramarital activities. Some of the women who engaged in extramarital affairs defended their behavior by saying it improved their marital sex life. Women who chose divorce and were beginning a new relationship frequently voiced satisfaction about their choice and claimed to feel normal once more. They continue to feel guilty about leaving their ex-husbands and children behind. After a few years in her new marriage, she realizes that she shares the same sentiments. The thought that she would likely marry several people quickly makes me want to vomit. If you lose your cool, there is no way to defeat her. Women will revert to the tried and true tactic of complaining about their predicament in life. She justifies her adultery in this manner. When she shares her experience in the open, people will believe her. Many men continue to be blissfully oblivious that their wives are engaging in extramarital affairs, despite the fact that research indicates that more women than men cheat. As they try to make sense of marriage, women will keep falling down the rabbit hole farther and farther. They are providing justifications for a situation that is impossible. She has no right to rely on a man financially or for her protection, or to look for sexual fulfillment elsewhere, but instead of doing tasks, she will put them off and gripe about her vindictive spouse. She will delay initiating the procedure for as long as she can. The honest guy will have to start handing her half his wages once she realizes she is losing and files for divorce. This will benefit her since she will emerge on top. Hundreds of men are left feeling vindictive and sexist by the encounter. She is giving up her look because she will be performing this cycle, and no one would ever consider betraying her. She'll be prepared to settle down by that time. If she ever says, "I'm not happy," and you're a married guy, you should be prepared. Stop wasting time attempting to improve the situation. Do not make any attempt to impress her by taking her out to a nice restaurant. You shouldn't speak to her in the usual manner. She feels imprisoned by how strongly she is feeling. That can only cause problems for you. For the time being, spend your money somewhere else. Watch where she goes, take care of the kids, and get ready to leave her before she wrecks your life. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.